So the subject today is nomad. So for me, I realized my journey start as a nomad, I think, when I realized we just live once. And it's happened in Sri Lanka, where I came there for the first time in 2011. And at that time, I was dating a girl who was into surf. And so we decided to go there for our holiday. I was more into Bali and this kind of destination, but why not? Let's try Sri Lanka. And so we got there, and I had an amazing time. And I think that's where I went for the first time to a yoga class. And I did like it. It was a nice activity, I can say, like this. And I had a good class because I was into sport as well, like basketball or tennis. And so this yoga class was a good thing, I can say, for me. And on my way back to Switzerland, at that time I was a human resource consultant in a big company. And I did not really like the job. And by chance, I got fired because the company has been bought by another company. So that was the best thing that happened in my life. And I went back to Sri Lanka just after this episode with another friend of mine. And I went back to this yoga place. And at that time, I was like, yeah, okay, now I don't know what to do. What can I do in this life? And so after this yoga class, I feel a little bit, it's really something, you know, like it's happening, like, so I felt like more aware about my life. And on my way back to Lausanne, I started to study massage and doing a lot of yoga beside. I had a lot of time, and so I took a lot of classes all around the city. And once one of my teachers asked me if I wanted to cover a class, and I said, yeah, okay, why not? And so that's how it started for me, my journey into yoga as a teacher. And I had that class for like 5 years in a row. And during that time, I put a lot of energy into music as well. And because I DJ, and I've been DJing for quite a long time now, but it's really becoming a thing like maybe 15 years ago. And the music, as the yoga, makes me travel all around the world. But I think I like this idea of being a nomad. It started when I decided to study in an hotel school. I did a degree in an hotel school management here in Switzerland, like many, many years ago. And at that time, I was thinking about traveling the world with this job, you know, like managing a spot in Thailand or Bali or Miami. But it's never happened with a job in the hospitality, but it happens a lot now with the music and with the yoga. So I'm happy with that. So now it's been like 10 years almost, or maybe more, that I've been traveling the world 6 months. in the winter. So for me, like the summer is like never ending. I like to be here in Lausanne during the summer where I can do my stuff like teaching yoga, DJing around. And in the winter, I like to travel to Asia or South America where I can teach, do my own yoga retreat, where I can DJ. And yeah, like sharing this passion, this activity with all these people that I met during my travel, it's like very rich. And I did like it. So I can imagine, I mean, 10 years is like, it's like this, you know, like when I look back, I'm like, wow, it's already been like 10 years I'm doing that. So I'm really proud of this, you know, like it's, yeah. I like this way of living. So, and now like my next destination is going to be Ibiza in October. Like I go there for 2 weeks. I do organize yoga retreats there in Ibiza, and I play music as well. As you know, probably Ibiza is a nice island for yoga and music. There is a nice vibe there. And I like to go there in October because that's the end of the summer and there is no more a lot of tourists. And it's still sunny and you can still swim in the sea. So, and the island is beautiful. So I will be there in October, and then probably I go to Thailand for a couple of weeks. I actually discovered Bangkok last year. I never been there before, and I like it. So I will go for a couple of days, weeks in Bangkok, more for music, because the nightlife is amazing in Bangkok. And probably Phuket as well. And then let's see what happens. I'm open for new opportunity as well. So let's see what the future will brings to me. Yes. So this topic about nomad. Yeah, it talks to me, like for sure I can say I'm a nomad. But I like to spend these 6 months here in Lausanne or in Switzerland. I like to be here to just get back to my center, I can say. And then from here, like it's my home base, I can plan for the next winter. But when I'm here, actually, I'm always thinking about the winter. I'm not really into too much into planning things here. So, but 6 months here, 6 months somewhere else. For me, it's a nice deal. All right. So I invite you to join one of my class. I teach by the lake. At La Jetée de la Compagnie, because I am one of the managers of the La Jetée de la Compagnie as well. I work there six months per year, so during the summer, part-time. And I teach there on Saturday morning. So I teach this Saturday and this Sunday as well at 9 a.m. And I will be DJing here in Lausanne in the folklore. Like not next weekend, but the weekend after. And yes, I got a couple of more gigs before I leave. Yes, Renata,
Fred,
you have a question.
Thank you so much for sharing your experience. I think when I thought of you for the nomad theme,
Yes.
it's because, so this is all, we are all a lot of travelers in this community.
Mm-hmm.
Like most of us are expats. You know, the hosts were expats, and the founder of CreativeMornings is an expat and lived everywhere. So I think a lot of us have this profile. What I think is different in you is that you feel very detached from where you are. I think most of us did moves, and they were full time in Switzerland, then full time in Germany, and then full time. You feel very fluid with that. It seems from the external point of view.
Mm-hmm.
So I was wondering, like, for this life that you're leading, like, do you have a master plan, or you kind of very much in the presence, and like, that's what makes, I think, of you a true nomad. It seems outside that you just live in that moment, and who knows what's going to happen next, and that will bring the next step and next step and next step, wherever you are in the world.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think I live in the moment, but I have a plan. But like, not a real plan, but I know what I want, I know what I don't want. But for sure, I like to live in the moment. And I'm really grateful for what I have now. And I try to do my best and give the most of my energy to my plans, actually to the things I like to do and things that makes me feel happy. But yes, for now, for sure, I don't see myself somewhere and buying a house and stuff like that.
I always get asked sometimes, like, where's home? And sometimes I kind of have like maybe 2-3-ish places I'll call home. When someone asks you that, like, do you have a place you consider your home, or a couple places?
Yeah, maybe a couple of places, but I like, yeah, for sure Sri Lanka. It's I love this island. Like, I feel always like at home when I go there. Like, really, I don't know why, but it's like I really like to be there. Lausanne, it's more like for the business for me, because I grew up in La Chaux-de-Fonds and I study in Geneva. I spend a lot of time in Geneva as well. Lausanne is more like super quiet, and I have all my activities and my network. But I like the city for sure. But I don't feel like really at home in Lausanne. And yes, I used to like Puerto Escondido in Mexico as well. During the COVID time, I was feeling great there. But yeah.
Can I ask some?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
go
yeah.
ahead. So I also wanted to know, like, when did this thinking of, as we are talking about nomad, like, when did it arise? Was it since childhood, this thinking of fluidity, of moving around from one country to other? Or was it from the childhood, or did it develop afterwards? And also the process of getting into music and into yoga, like, was it since childhood, or with, you know, stages of life, stages of going through cooperation and other stuff, did it develop through or because of it, or was it since the beginning?
So music was always part of my life. I used to play the piano when I was a teenager. And traveling, I started to travel when I was a teenager too. Like, I remember I went to Greece by myself, like doing like this, you know. And then, yeah, as I said, it's probably I chose this hotel school management because I wanted to discover the world, different cultures, and live abroad. But I really decided to live the life I want. The day I got fired by this company, and at that time I was not thinking about that, but it's really happened. Like, I feel like I felt at that time, yeah, okay, just listen to your heart. Now it's time to live your life as you like, and try to do your best to make it happen. And yeah, I like to for me, like, meeting people is like really I like that. My friends now, like my best friends, are people that I've met recently. I don't have friends from childhood anymore. Like my best friend is from New York, the other one is living in Amsterdam, and so on. Like it's like, yeah, it's people I met during my journey actually.
I see.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, I had a question that is kind of related to what you just said. How do you keep a sense of community, and don't you get frustrated when you fall out of touch with some friends whose lifestyle is maybe different?
Yeah, for sure. Sometimes I like to see my friends more, but today we are so lucky with all this social media and stuff like that, so we can get in touch with all our friends and family from all over the world, so it's nice. And when I'm here, I create a community, a yoga community, like, so I'm always in touch with these people, my students, friends, and through the yoga as well. Like it's not, I mean, when I teach a class or I do a retreat or a workshop or thing like that, or even when I play music, I invite people to join. And when I travel, sometimes they come to visit me. Yeah. But you know, like it's 6 months, or I don't feel like really missing people. I mean, like when I spend time with somebody, like it's like full on. But then, if we are not together, it's like it's okay. Mm.
You were saying how you kind of like to follow where your head and your heart leads you to go. Do you think that we need to be physically traveling to different places to be a nomad, or can you be a nomad by doing different things but staying in the same place?
Good question, huh? I think if you follow your heart and your head, you can be a nomad in your room, maybe. Yeah, I think so now. But I like to travel, to see different sea and mountains, and yeah, it opens a lot my perspective, you know, like it's really like when you go to India, Sri Lanka, these kind of countries, like it's different from Western, you know, so it's really wow. It makes you grow, you know, like it's amazing. Like I'm happy to have the luck to travel and see these countries and meet these people all around the way.
Would you feel differently about traveling if you didn't have something that you felt like was a home base?
Can you repeat the question?
Yeah,
Just
so because you feel you have a home in Lausanne for
Yes.
say 6 months,
Yeah.
but you don't feel super, this is your home.
Mhm.
But to have that kind of sense of anchor and root in one place or feeling of something, then you can maybe feel safe to travel.
Yeah, but at the same time, I'm always like, when I'm gonna leave Lausanne, you know, and live somewhere else. Maybe I'm not brave enough now to live here, to leave Lausanne, but I don't know. Or I really like it. I like it here too, for sure, but yeah. Okay, Superman? No, you.
Thanks, Fred. Very interesting speech. I have a question. How do you form the deeper connection in these places? Because some of the ones you mentioned are known for very superficial. A lot of people are very superficial. They come and they go. They're tourists. They have a superficial life. How do you see that? Are you in need of it? And if you do, what do you do?
I mean, as a yoga teacher or DJ, it's more easy to get into the community and to share what I like. So through this activity, I meet a lot of people. Because when you teach yoga, you give yourself to the audience, and when you play music, it's the same. So it's a nice way to meet, and to share, and to go deeper with the people, I think. And then I create deeper connection through these activities. It could be something else, but for me, it's the yoga and the music. Wherever I go, I can teach and I can play music. So this is nice. So it's easier to get into the community, I think, than just being there and traveling and going in a coffee shop and have a small talk and then go back home, and it's different. Yes.
How did you get known as a DJ in all these different places and manage to get shows? And it seems like you have it consistently, right? Like they know you now, so you can come back easily. Like, how did you establish yourself?
Yeah, it's a lot of work. Like I am my own agent, manager. So, you have to work on connection. And I think you have to be as well a little bit good at what you do. So probably people like my music, so that's why I can come back and play and again and again. But yeah, for sure, it's like it takes a lot of time and energy to promote and to get in touch with clubs, venues, festivals, people. But I like to try. I like to knock at the door, and if it's not working at this one, I knock at the other one. So it's not a big deal, quoi. And the world is big, so. Yes, you.
I'm wondering if you ever travel in the nomad life with someone, a partner, a friend, and if so, how that feels different than when you're doing it by yourself.
No, I never did that. Really, like for a long time. But for sure, I met a lot of people. And it's always like, sometimes it's not easy to leave, but yeah. No,
would you want to?
Yeah, sure. Of course, it's nice to share the journey, for sure.
Fred, what about practical life? I do think okay, like maybe today you have bank accounts like more everywhere, so it's a bit easier. But somewhere, I hope you pay taxes somewhere. No, but I'm more thinking like, to be fair with the question, it's more like, do you think being Swiss, like you grew up with this sort of stability? Because I was born in Brazil. I can say at least I'm a bit privileged in Brazil, but still, you're born in a country where it's so unstable. It's very hard to think of going somewhere and then going I always seek this kind of stability. Do you think is this come from your Swiss growing up and you feel a bit more calm, or you just?
No, I'm super being a Swiss citizen is amazing, like when you travel the world and everybody is like the red carpet for you. So this is nice, and for sure here it's like the richest country in the world, so you can get a job, save money, and travel the world, and that's what I do actually. Like basically it's simple as that, and yeah, you can always come back to Switzerland, and they welcome you, like it's nice country. I'm super happy and grateful for that.
So you've done it for 10 years?
Yeah,
do you feel a difference
wow.
in the motivation of the first year and
Not really. No, because thing is getting better and better and better, years after years. Like more gigs, more, everything. I think so, yeah.
You guys have a routine from the nomad life. You have your own routine from that sort of.
yeah, I try to change. I try to go somewhere else. No. Yeah, last year I got hired by the Moustique Island. I don't know if you hear about this island in the Caribbean. So yeah, they gave me a contract for 1 month. I was there teaching yoga and Pilates and doing massage for these people, billionaires, you know. And it was a great experience for sure. So sometimes things like that happen to your life. It's good. This was great. So, yes.
Do you ever feel like you're just kind of skimming the surface though in places? Sometimes that you're going for 2 weeks or for a month and you're always looking forward to the next step. Are you like, is there any time that you can feel kind of anchored and rooted, or are you just skimming kind of the surface?
I think I try to enjoy the moment when I travel. When I'm here, I'm more like thinking about the next step, destination. But when I'm somewhere for 2 weeks, I try to enjoy the 2 weeks. And of course, I need to plan a little bit for after, but it's just practical things like more flight ticket, hotel, or you know. But yeah, no, because it's important to be present and live this moment where I am and connect with the environment.
You mentioned growth. I'm very curious to know the definition of growth from a nomad, or because we used to think in these terms like, okay, growth from a financial perspective, you have a T0, you have a TN, and then you compare the growth or growth in terms of family, growth in terms of possessions. You said you're not interested in having a. How do you define growth? And 10 years have passed. How do you see yourself in 10 years?
I mean, I'm more now like less afraid of tomorrow than I was before. More confident, and I know that for me now, like having stuff, it's not like what will makes me happy for now, and maybe I don't know, like yeah, no, I mean like buying a house, not really, not even in Sri Lanka or wherever. But yeah, of course money is important, but yeah, in a different way. Like I use it to be free.
So growth for you is having as much freedom as possible.
It's a good question. I mean, like yeah, like grow for me is like. Yeah, just follow. I'm not like really, yeah. Grow is not like buying things.
Yeah.
No, not really. It's not myself, more like self-development or meeting new people or discover new cultures or like seeing more things. I think so.
And related to growth, saying that you've become very famous, everybody wants you everywhere. How do you put a cap to that growth? At some point, you grow in, you grow not necessarily financially, but how do you do this decision? I was curious, what is the decision making of a nomad in terms of growth? How much you put on your plate? How much you grow?
Oh, yeah, because if I wanted to be a banker, I mean, I'm from Switzerland, I will be a banker now. But yeah, I like the essence of life, and that's why probably yoga came into my life. It's an important thing in my life, yoga. It came when I was 40, I'm 50 now, and so as I said in the beginning of my speech, we just live once, and I don't want to miss anything. Like I'm not like life is beautiful. So you need to. I need to. I mean, people. I like to. I know that what makes me happy to have a Louis Vuitton bags, you know. So for me, I like to be healthy. I don't smoke, I don't drink, I don't do drugs, I don't do whatever you can imagine. I mean, this is the most important thing for me. It's to be healthy and to be able to do everything, you know.
So basically you don't think growth as a strategic option, but you take it every day at a time to see how the present goes for you, and you develop yourself through just living each day and not really thinking about, I will do this, like analytically or strategically thinking like this for my growth, but live through each day. Is something like that?
Probably a mixed.
Okay.
I would love to play in Ibiza every day, or in Miami, or in New York, and you know, like or teaching yoga in Bali, or every day. But it's not happening now. But I hope it will one day, you know.
So there is room for growth.
Yeah, a lot, for sure, a lot.
So you have this detachment from material things that I admire, but when you travel, do you have any non-negotiable things that you take with you? What is that comes with you on the trip?
The fucking phone, like. Of course. And oh yeah, my hat, and no, I don't know, like I have like my laptop, phone. You have to be connected for sure, and my Swiss passport.
Yes.
Always there. Yeah.
And what would you, if you have to give an advice to people who want to get into this kind of lifestyle, what would you advise or recommend, or how can they go about living this sort of a lifestyle? From the heart or strategically?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know, but not everybody likes to live like that, huh? I think. And most of people likes to have like things because to feel safe and to be in this comfort zone, and just give a try and see how you feel when you do it. Like, we take the time to try.
How does it affect you to see these different realities, right? Like India is a very different reality from Switzerland, or even in the Caribbean, it's a bit different. How do you?
I feel happy when I come back here. I'm like, wow, people here are complaining because of this and that, and this is. I feel like, wow. I'm really happy with what I have, you know, like here, like I have nothing, so I feel great. Like I'm not like, this is really important. Like this is the part of growing, like to see that people have nothing, and here you have everything, and you're still sick, complaining, blah 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 blah, and it's crazy, like. Because you can be happy with nothing actually, and this is the most important thing now in life. Like, well, everybody wants to be happy now, so we should ask the right question, no, to ourselves. What make you happy?
Where's the next place you want to go that you haven't been?
There is many places like Brazil, Colombia, Philippines. Yeah. I think maybe in Europe, too, somewhere. Mm.
Can I just ask one last question? I'm thinking a lot about this in your discussion, and it's really, thank you for your words, around this concept of legacy, around, you know, and it kind of leads into that kind of reflection on growth. Like, do you think about legacy? And I think those pathways through yoga and music are wonderful examples of offering that sense of legacy, leaving something with others and that gift of contribution. Do you think that about that in the larger life space, about like when you're sort of much older, do you reflect on that, about that sense of legacy and what you seek to leave behind?
Not really. No. I'm just like, I just want to do that till I die, like, actually.
Yeah.
I want to thank our global partner, Adobe. They've been great supporters of this community, and they have a career resource center packed with free guides and tools to help you figure out your next step. And if you're already a Creative Cloud member, you get access to their Adobe portfolio and also 3 months of LinkedIn Premium. So little shout out to Adobe, our global sponsor.
Hello, I'm Janan. I am the co-founder of CoSpire along with my husband, Lucho. And we've opened CoSpire 6 years ago. We're a co-working space, event space, community space. We have half-day co-working options, full-day options, as well as memberships that start at 5 days. So please check out our website. We have different events coming up, especially on Monday. We have an open house. So free co-working on Monday. Also, that's the same day as our community breakfast. So feel free to check it out. But normally we'll do an open house maybe once every 2 months. So perfect. Thank you.
Hi, I'm just gonna do a quick shout out to our sponsor, Trigo, who has been amazing and just spoil us every event with their amazing treats. So today we also got to try some of their savory pastries, which was really good. I took one first because I was like, I need an ibuprofen, so this is a good excuse. But also, did you know they do events and they also do gift boxes? So, you know, holidays, if you do Thanksgiving, Christmas, think of them. Oh, do they really? Sorted. Okay, but they have a location on Avenue de France and also in Grancy. So check them out. Thank you.